¿Podrías pasar hoy tu entrevista de ciudadanía en New York? Vamos a descubrirlo. Bienvenido a Future US Citizen, un canal creado para ayudarte a practicar exactamente las mismas preguntas que pueden hacerte en tu entrevista de ciudadanía. En este video practicaremos las 128 preguntas del examen cívico para el estado de New York. En una simulación de entrevista real, cuando escuches la pregunta, tendrás unos segundos para responder. Intenta responder antes que el aplicante para poner a prueba tus conocimientos. Comencemos la entrevista. What is the form of government of the United States? Republic. What is the name of the President of the United States now? Donald Trump. What is Veterans Day? A holiday to honor people in the U.S. military. Some states have more representatives than other states. Why? Because they have more people. Name one power of the president. Vetoes bills. Who was the United States' main rival during the Cold War? Russia. The words life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness are in what founding document? Declaration of Independence. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? J.D. Vance. Who elects members of the House of Representatives? Citizens from their district. What is the economic system of the United States? Capitalism. Why do U.S. representatives serve shorter terms than U.S. senators? To more closely follow public opinion. If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The Vice President of the United States. How many Supreme Court justices are usually needed to decide a case? 5. Name two important ideas from the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution. Equality and liberty. What is the supreme law of the land? The Constitution. Name two promises that new citizens make in the Oath of Allegiance. Defend the U.S. Constitution and be loyal to the United States. What founding document was written in 1787? U.S. Constitution. Who appoints federal judges? The President of the United States. Name one thing the U.S. Constitution does. Forms the government. The nation's first motto was E pluribus unum. What does that mean? We all become one. Who is Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. military? The President of the United States. Who does a member of the House of Representatives represent? People in their district. The U.S. Constitution starts with the words "We the people." What does "we the people" mean? Self-government. Why does the flag have 50 stars? Because there are 50 states. The executive branch has many parts. Name one. President of the United States. How are changes made to the U.S. Constitution? Amendments. Name one leader of the women's rights movement in the 1800s. Susan B. Anthony. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Because there were 13 original colonies. What founding document said the American colonies were free from Britain? Declaration of Independence. Why does each state have 2 senators? Equal representation for small states. What does the Bill of Rights protect? The basic rights of Americans. How many amendments does the U.S. Constitution have? "27. What is Memorial Day? A holiday to honor soldiers who died in military service. Name your U.S. representative. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, District 14, Hakeem Jeffries, District 8, Richie Torres, District 15. What is the capital of the United States? Washington, D.C. Why is the Declaration of Independence important? It says America is free from British control. Name 3 national U.S. holidays. Independence Day, Thanksgiving Day, Christmas Day. Who vetoes bills? The President of the United States. How many senators does each state have? 2. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? Mike Johnson. Who does a U.S. Senator represent? People of their state. The President of the United States is elected for how many years? 4 years. The President of the United States can serve only 2 terms. Why? Because of the 22nd Amendment. Who signs bills to become laws? The President of the United States. What does the President's cabinet do? Advises the President of the United States. Why did the United States enter the Persian Gulf War? To force the Iraqi military from Kuwait. What are 2 cabinet-level positions? Secretary of Education, Secretary of Labor. Name 1 U.S. military conflict after the September 11, 2001 attacks. War in Iraq. Why is the Electoral College important? It decides who is elected president. Name 1 American Indian tribe in the United States. Cherokee. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. The Civil War. Martin Luther King Jr. is famous for many things. Name one. Fought for civil rights. Name one reason why the Americans declared independence from Britain. High taxes. What did the civil rights movement do? Fought to end racial discrimination. What is Independence Day? The country's birthday. What does the judicial branch do? Reviews laws. James Madison is famous for many things. Name one. Fourth President of the United States. Why did the United States enter World War II? To support the Allied powers, England, France, and Russia. Where is the Statue of Liberty? New York Harbor. What is the name of the national anthem? The Star-Spangled Banner. How long do Supreme Court justices serve? For life. Why did the United States enter World War I? Because Germany attacked U.S. civilian ships. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Franklin Roosevelt. George Washington is famous for many things. Name one. First President of the United States. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? John Roberts. Name one example of an American innovation. Airplane. Thomas Jefferson is famous for many things. Name one. Third President of the United States. What major event happened on September 11, 2001 in the United States? Terrorists attacked the United States. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. Civil War. What is the capital of your state? Albany. Alexander Hamilton is famous for many things. Name one. First Secretary of the Treasury. Why did the United States enter the Vietnam War? To stop the spread of communism. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Freed the slaves. Supreme Court justices serve for life. Why? To be independent of politics. How many U.S. senators are there? $100. What U.S. war ended slavery? The Civil War. What war did the Americans fight to win independence from Britain? American Revolution. Name one power that is only for the states. Provide education. What are two examples of civic participation in the United States? Vote and join a political party. The American Revolution had many important events. Name one. Declaration of Independence. What are three rights of everyone living in the United States? Freedom of expression, freedom of speech, and freedom of religion. Name one power of the U.S. Congress. Rights laws. There were 13 original states. Name 5. New Hampshire, New York, New Jersey, North Carolina, and South Carolina. Name one power that is only for the federal government. Declare war. Why were the Federalist Papers important? They help people understand the U.S. Constitution. Dwight Eisenhower is famous for many things. Name one. 34th President of the United States. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson. What is the rule of law? Everyone must follow the law. How long is a term for a U.S. Senator? Six years. What is one amendment in the U.S. Constitution about who can vote? Citizens 18 and older can vote. It is important for all men age 18 through 25 to register for the Selective Service. Why? Required by law. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? Chuck Schumer. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? The United States. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? July 4th, 1776. What is one way Americans can serve their country? Vote. There are 3 branches of government. Why? Checks and balances. Why is it important to pay federal taxes? Required by law. Who can vote in federal elections, run for federal office, and serve on a jury in the United States? Citizens of the United States. Name the 3 branches of government. Legislative, executive, and judicial. How many seats are on the Supreme Court? 9. What part of the federal government writes laws? U.S. Congress. Abraham Lincoln is famous for many things. Name one. Free the slaves. Emancipation Proclamation. Many documents influence the U.S. Constitution. Name one. Declaration of Independence. When did the Great Depression start? The Great Crash, 1929. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? Native Americans. What amendment says all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are U.S. citizens? 14th Amendment. Who is the governor of your state now? Kathy Hochul. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. James Madison. What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress? Senate and House of Representatives. How can people become United States citizens? Naturalize. When did all women get the right to vote? (1920). What is the highest court in the United States? Supreme Court. During the Cold War, what was one main concern of the United States? Communism. The Civil War had many important events. Name one. Emancipation Proclamation. The colonists came to America for many reasons. Name one. Freedom. Benjamin Franklin is famous for many things. Name one. U.S. diplomat. What is the purpose of the 10th Amendment? Powers not given to the federal government belong to the states or to the people. Why did the United States enter the Korean War? To stop the spread of communism. How long is a term for a member of the House of Representatives? 2 years. When did all men get the right to vote? After the Civil War. The President of the United States is in charge of which branch of government? Executive branch. What was the Great Depression? Longest economic recession in modern history. What group of people was taken and sold as slaves? Africans. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? Louisiana. How many voting members are in the House of Representatives? 435. Why did the United States enter World War II? To support the Allied powers, England, France, and Russia. ¡Excelente trabajo! Acabas de practicar las 128 preguntas de ciudadanía para New York. Eso significa que estás un paso más cerca de tu entrevista de ciudadanía de los Estados Unidos. Cada vez que practicas, aumentas tu confianza y tu preparación. Ahora te hago una pregunta. ¿Cuántas pudiste responder correctamente? Si este video te ayudó, suscríbete a Future US Citizen para seguir practicando. Gracias por practicar con Future US Citizen. Mucho éxito en tu camino para convertirte en ciudadano de los Estados Unidos.